Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man.
What's it there, baby? You already know it is the big boss how boss dog K poke through the door. Here to talk this boxing. Before I get in my soliloquy, remember tough times don't last, good people do. Don't off yourself, cut that man that hotline. Remember you matter. Nah, peep game, 84's on what swing, baby. So BO Mac Macintyre was interviewed by Andre Ward. Shout out to Andre Ward. Andre Ward, man, is killing these interviews. He asks phenomenal questions. You know what I mean? And like they not stupid questions. You know, you got some reporters or analysts, they may ask some questions that don't make any sense, right? But Andre Ward asks questions that are relevant. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? They don't deviate and go somewhere else with it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he stays within the rims of the main thing, the main topic that, you know, the main image he's trying to push. You get what I mean? So, shout out to Andre Wood, man. He's doing a great job, bro, for real. But, BO Mac Macintyre, if those who don't know who that is, you know, if you're not a real follower of boxing, like you like casual, you know, you just kind of casually watch boxing. That's Terence Crawford's trainer. He's also trained Chris Eubank, Keyshawn Davis, and many other fighters. You know what I mean? BO Mac Macintyre, somebody, at first, I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't know his boxing IQ was that high. You know what I'm saying? But as he gets to talk more, I get to see that he knows a lot about his boxing. I'm trying to figure out where that thing. My bad, y'all. As he gets to talk more, I get to see, like, okay, he know his boxing. He know exactly what he talking about. You know, he knows how to articulate himself very well. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to BO Mac Macintyre, man. He doing a good job. My bad. I had to lean forward so I could see. But he said something that I kind of question. You know what I'm saying? He said that when it's all said and done, you know, when Terence Crawford, you know, is done boxing, he would be remembered as one of the best boxers to ever lace up a pair of gloves. Now, if he's saying that in his opinion, you know, I could respect that. You know what I mean? I respect it. If he's saying in his opinion, I ain't got no pushback for that. You know what I'm saying? But the way he said it as if everybody gonna be saying that, and I disagree with that. Right? Terence Crawford don't have the resume to validate that claim. Right? Regardless of how skillful he is, everybody know he a great fighter. Everybody know he tough. Everybody know he a dog. Everybody know he a complete fighter. But we can't sit here and say that, oh, everybody's going to be in agreement with that, because I don't agree with that. You don't have the resume to validate that claim. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be real. He only has one fight with a future Hall of Fame fighter, and that's Errol Spence. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it funky. When all the dust is settled, all the smoke clears, you know, he got one Hall of Fame fighter, and that's Errol Spence. That's it. That's the only fighter that he got on his resume, you know what I mean, that you can sit there and say, like, yeah, that dude right there. You know? So, I think, like, he kind of got to pump his brakes on that statement, you know what I mean? And like I said before, like, Terence Crawford and his team, they know boxing, okay? I'm not doubting that they know boxing. They just say, like, casual stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they say stuff, you be like, did he just really just say that? You know? Kind of how, like, Bud said, oh, this Madrimo fight is bigger than the Spence fight. Like, huh? Like, how? How's that fight bigger than the Errol Spence fight? So this what I be talking about when we get to, they just say crazy stuff. You be like I said, they know boxing, right? But they say stuff that make you look at them like, did you really just say that? Like, that's how I be looking like. You know? And I never doubted that Crawford knew boxing, right? You know? I never doubted that BO Mac knew boxing either. I questioned how his boxing IQ, as far as him having a lot of knowledge and, you know, him basically coming up with game plans to beat certain fighters. You know what I mean? But like I say, the more he talks, the more I get to see, okay, the dude really is intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I pay homage and respect to that. But when it come down to, you know, him sitting there saying, oh, Terence Crawford, nah, Terence Crawford will be a Hall of Fame fighter. That's without a shadow of a doubt. He will be a Hall of Fame fighter. But I'm telling you, the knock that's going to be on him is this. He don't have the names, right? And I know a lot of people going to make excuses and say, oh, it's because nobody didn't want to give him a shot. Nobody did. So now, Terence is he's gonna, you know, yeah, he got turkey out of shit. Now I'm trying to hear none of that foolishness, bro. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Actions speak louder than words. He had opportunities to go fight people. He had opportunities. You knew where the smoke was at. Why you didn't go over there? That's all I'm saying. You knew where the smoke was at. You knew. Hey, boys over there, man, they got like, you know, 3 champions over there. I'm talking about with PBC. You knew where everybody was at. You could have went over there on a business trip and took all their belts and then left. That's what you could have did. He didn't do that. I'ma still stand on my 10, man. Because I got to say this here. A lot of y'all bud buddies think because he beat Errol Spence, that changes the viewpoint of his record as far as his resume. It don't change that. Yes, he beat a great fighter at Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? But it don't change his resume, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It never changed how I felt, how I look at him as a fighter, because I always thought he was a great fighter. You never heard me say he suck, he trash, or none of that. I just feel like Errol could beat him. I said styles make fights. I feel like Errol was the bigger, stronger fighter. I always said Crawford was faster. Crawford was more crafty. I feel like Errol Spence was the more fundamentally sound fighter, right? That's what I said. I feel like Errol Spence was more fundamentally sound, right? But it didn't matter. Crawford was able to use his speed and his cat-like reflexes and box and outbox Errol, and he got a stoppage. That's just what it is. But it don't change nothing else. It don't change his resume. It don't change the outlandish things this man be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Him and his team. It's like, and if you don't agree with him, oh, you don't know boxing. The bud buddies like that too. If you don't agree with him and say, oh man, I don't come from that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. You know, I come from an environment where men are men. I don't do that sideways stuff where I gotta agree with you. I don't want nobody around me. If you agree with me, I'm gonna say this. If you agree with everything I'm saying, I don't want you around me, bro. We keeping it funky. Because I know for sure, as a grown man, I have different viewpoints and different outlooks on certain things. Me and you could look at a certain picture and be like, what does this picture mean to you? And we're going to have 2 different answers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around no yes men, bro. And it seems like Crawford in that camp, they want yes men around them. They want dudes that's going to be like, yeah, you're right. Nah, bro. Like, nah, I don't agree with that. What you mean? But like, that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of dude I am. I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna be like, yeah. Nah, granted, if it's something that makes sense, yeah, I'm gonna ride with it. Okay, cool. But I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna be like, oh, yeah, man, yeah. No. If I don't agree, if I don't see it your way, hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't see what you talking about, man. What you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk, bro. I don't want no yes man around boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be, we can have a healthy disagreement. You know, just because you disagree with me don't mean, hey man, we're gonna fight and all that. No, it's just a healthy disagreement. You don't agree with what I'm talking about or what I'm doing. All right, cool. How we gonna resolve this? You know? Well, I don't understand, da. Okay, well, this. But it seems like with them, they just want yes men around them. They want boys that's around them to be like, yeah, man, yeah, Crawford, yeah. No, bro. Devin Haney like that too. Like, they want dudes around them that's just like, nah, bro. You gotta have dudes. Yeah, you want solid dudes around you. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have a disagreement, y'all keep that in house. You know, and all that, because you know you want people around you. When people see y'all, they see unity, right? You know, like if I got a partner I'm cool with, if I disagree with what he doing, I'm not gonna disagree with what he doing in front of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull buddy to the side, or hey, when we get, you know, hey, bro, look, hey man, look, nigga, you did this, man. I don't agree with that. You know, in front of these people, hey man, we gonna, you know, I'm gonna ride with you, but hey, you know, unless it's just something just outlandish. You know what I'm saying? You know, like some rainbow stuff. You know, them boys. Yeah, I'm gonna shut that down immediately. In front, I don't care who around. Everything gets shut down. You know what I mean? I'm like Hurricane Barrel. I'm shutting the lights off. Everything gets shut off. I don't play around with that stuff, man. Yeah, man. That's why I like 2024. But to get back on topic, all I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000 man, I don't believe that Terence Crawford will be remembered as the best ever. Now, he will be remembered as one of the best. I will agree with that. You would sit there saying, when it's all said and done, man, Terence Crawford was a bad boy, man. He one of them greats. That's what you said about Andre Ward. Andre Ward, like I say, as far as active fighters, I don't never say I got a favorite active fighter. But once they retire, then they could go in that category. Andre Ward is my favorite fighter. Right? How he carried himself. How he was about his business. How disciplined he was. Even Andre Ward, they sat there and said, man, he wanted them greats. Right? As great as Andre Ward is, he's one. You see what I'm saying? You see how they put that in front of his name? He's one of them greats. They ain't sitting there saying he the greatest of all time. No, he's one of them greats. And that's how it got to be. You got some people that feel like Floyd is one of them greats. You get what I mean? So it just depends on who you ask. But nobody, I won't say nobody because that's ignorant. I'm going to say everybody not going to sit there and say, when it's all said and done, when Terence Crawford decides to retire from the sport of boxing, he's not going to, everybody going to be like, man, Terence Crawford the greatest of all time, man. Now, granted, I think he was talking about if Terence Crawford gets that Canelo fight. It's a lot of people that feel like Terence Crawford could beat Canelo. And I'm hoping that that fight do happen, right? Because I want to see, I'm hoping Canelo Alvarez loses to Terence Crawford. But will it happen if they fight? No! You know what I'm saying? If they fight at 168, I felt the same way about Charlo, man. I said, man, I want Charlo to win, but it ain't going to happen. And that's the same thing I feel about Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford gets the Canelo fight, I will root for Terence Crawford, but he ain't going to beat that man, bro. Right? That's just what it is. So, and truthfully, like I say, I want that fight for him. I hope he get it. But we all know why he want that fight, man. Right? We all know why. It ain't because he feel like he can beat that man, bro. He want that fight so he can get paid. And he can retire. If he get that fight, I'm telling you, he gonna retire. Mark my words. He's not gonna fight no more. Win or lose, I'm telling you. If he get that fight next, they put that chicken up. Shout out to the Philly boys. If they put that chicken up, that money, and he get that fight, I promise you, that man gonna retire. Win or lose. But BO Mac, come on, man. Get off the bull job. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, Boss House Boxing, Clutch Factory. You know what I'm saying? That's me and Coach B channel. We got a video coming up, you know, about Errol Spence. We're gonna shoot that today, so I don't know when it's gonna drop, but we're gonna shoot that today. If you don't know, it's KLXTCHFACTXRY, Clutch Factory. You know what I'm talking about? Go over there, run it up. We still got mind on greatness, because our mind's still focused on greatness. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.